benefit players' health. Yeah. Guys been playing basketball 75 years.
Lace it up every night?
In cheap shoes and commercial airlines. These guys got the best doctors, the best shoes and everything, and they make $30, $40, $50 million a year. I don't think that's a lot to ask, do you?
What do you say when you have the stars going down with hamstrings and ankles?
People always got hurt, but they didn't just sit out just because they wanted to. There's a difference. There's a difference between hurt and load management. Yeah, but I think all the basketball players we survived playing in Chuck Taylors and, like I say, flying commercial, and for a lot less money. To ask guys to play games, Adam, he cut down on the back-to-backs, but come on, man, to make all that money, you have an obligation to the fans.
What would your reaction have been if a coach or training staff would have come to you and said, hey, we think you should just take a couple nights off?
Well, listen, I want to play basketball. I mean, I don't first of all, especially if I'm a great player, I don't leave my guys out there because I know they ain't going to win without me most of the time. Yep. That would be yo, man, aren't we trying to win? If I'm a great player, and if I'm the best player, see, Shaq liked the word. He thought it was lunch management. He didn't know it was load management. So if I'm a great player, I want to. I ain't gonna have to send my guys out there. Coach, what the fuck you talking about? Because I know listen, whether you think you get eager, whatever. The team probably better with me out there. And hey, I wouldn't mind cashing a couple of those $30, $40 million checks. I think I could suffer through 35 minutes on the basketball court. They ain't steel workers. Just have to make sure you hit on your draft picks. Let's be realistic. Very few places people want to go. I mean, nobody ever said, I want no disrespect. Nobody said, you use Utah. I don't remember people saying, let me go to San Antonio or Indiana or Sacramento. I mean, so you just have to really draft well. And y'all got 102 draft picks, I think. I got 100. Y'all got 102 draft picks. So, no, you just got to hit on your draft picks. Me and Karl Malone are having a party tomorrow night. He's a great friend of mine. We did it at the Final Four. We both have alcoholic companies. I have a vodka and a gin. He has a rum and he has a cigar. So it's going to be a lot of drinking and cigars. I'm looking forward to that. It's a great city. I've been coming here for a long time. Great fans. Always had a good team. Great teams. So it's a really wonderful city.
What do you remember of Jazz fans? How they treated you over the years?
Well, they've always been great to me. I mean, but they're hard fans. I mean, first of all, you're supposed to cheer for your team. That doesn't bother me at all. You're not supposed to cheer for the other team. So that doesn't bother me. But they've always been great fans. It was always sold out. It was always loud. They always had a good team. Jerry Sloan was a fantastic coach. But just it's a really good city. Hell yeah. I mean, I said that 2 months ago. He deserved to make the All-Star team. He's been fabulous. I was really kind of surprised, though, what's going on with him because I thought, I live in Arizona, I thought he was going to be a perennial All-Star. I'm trying to figure out why he keeps getting traded. It's kind of mind-blowing to me, to be honest with you, because when I saw him in Arizona, I said, he's perfect for the NBA's game today. And I think he's on his third team. And I'm trying to figure, who don't want an All-Star on a guy who's that talented on their All-Star team? So maybe he went to bad teams, organizations, but he deserves to be an All-Star team. And, man, I just don't understand why he's been traded a couple times. Yeah, that's what I said. It might be the organization, but like I said, he deserves to make the All-Star team. It was an easy selection, too. But like I say, I'm surprised he hasn't had this success sooner. I'm very surprised that Lauri hasn't been a perennial All-Star. Like I said, when I saw him in Arizona, and I'm obviously living there, I got to see him play a lot more than a lot of people did. I was like, this dude's going to be great for the NBA because the way the NBA's played today, if you are like a 3-point shooter and can put the ball down on the floor, yeah, you're perfect for today's game.
Oh, he's a perennial all-star. He's found his game to be able to translate what he's good at to down in the league. You know, a lot of times you could see flashes at different places, but someone wasn't able to bring it out of him and allow him to participate in that every moment. And the coaching staff here has figured that out. He's a perennial all-star. I think he's done a great job because one thing that I always say about a first-year coach or any coach is, especially when you're coaching a young team, can you create a style of play? Because once he did that, there's a style of play that now when I watch the Jazz, I know what it is. You know what that helps? That helps me draft, that helps me trade, and that helps me get free agents. So because there's a style of play, now you have a direction. So good job. For me, my favorite part is, I said earlier, is just like watching my trading cards walk through the city. And then the game itself, obviously. But just watching those guys kind of move around. You see Dr. J, Steph Curry, Shaq. It's just like, man, it's walking trading cards, man, in Utah right now. Oh yeah, he went to North Carolina. You know, so when he was at North Carolina, I talked to him, saw him, watched him play, watched him practice. So know a lot about Walker. Great kid. I wish we could have kept him at Carolina. We would have won the national championship if we had that guy. We're one basket away and one defensive stop. What can he do? He can stop people. So, Walker, why'd you leave us?